Hey everyone, this is Tom with Vintage Vibes. Today I'm going to be showcasing to you the Diamond Quantum Leap. It's a delay pedal with some extra added goodies involved as well. We're going to showcase some of those other alternative settings that are in the pedal that I think are super cool and very musical. In addition to that, we're also going to showcase some of the more standard features that the pedal has, such as delay and dotted eighth note delays. So just to open up, I'm going to show you what this sounds like straight out of the box. This is basically one of its presets. So I'm playing on my Fender Stratocaster. It's a custom Strat with hot ceramic Jeff Beck pickups in it. I'll also be on my Fender Twin Reverb, straight sevens for the setting, and I'm in the non-reverb channel. And we're miking that with a Mojave MA200 microphone. So here is what this sounds like. Okay, unlike most delay pedals, the Diamond Quantum Leap doesn't label its knobs in a particularly friendly manner. The reason being is because you've got all these alternate settings that exist on the pedal, and so you can't just call things, modulation or depth or something, because they change depending on what setting you have on. So we'll run through a couple of my favorite settings on the pedal as we work through this, and explain what each one of the knobs does in that particular setting. So right now we're on a standard delay setting. On the far left-hand side, you have your standard time. So as you turn that knob, your delay is going to go a little bit longer, and vice versa. If you turn it all the way back, it ramps up. Yeah. So the second knob is going to be your modulation control. So you'll get to hear how the trails start to modulate a little bit more. I'll play a D. And if we turn it all the way the other direction, it's nice and crystal clear. I tend to like it kind of in the middle, just because a little bit of modulation gives it a bit more of an organic feel, more like an old tape delay. So the third knob then is your feedback. So as you crank that up, you're going to get more feedback on the delay. And it'll start to oscillate at some point. And of course, you can crank it all the way back and you get one repeat. And then mix, of course, is your other knob. Mix is going to be the same across every single setting. I leave it basically where it's at. So the great thing about the Diamond is all these hidden features that it has. So if you long press the tap tempo, go ahead and do that, you get into a secondary setting within the delay. This setting, as I have it particularly set up right now, gives me a dotted eighth note. So give me a standard 4/4 tap tempo. What makes that unique is most pedals don't have, or I should say some pedals don't have that added feature of having a 4/4 tap tempo that will give you a dotted eighth rhythm. It's a super useful thing if you're ever looking to cover like a U2 song or something like that. We'll go ahead and go through the other features in the next segments. Okay, the second setting I'm going to showcase to you is called ramp delay. So the idea with ramp delay is that you have two preset delay times, and you can long hold the tap tempo to basically ramp back and forth from the two. So you get these really wacky swell sounds that come out of it. So I'm going to play something real quick, then we'll long press it and you'll hear the difference there. It sounds even cooler when you get a chord. get some really glitchy sounding stuff too. And it really works well with something like a dark, dissonant chord. You get a little bit more complexity out of it and just starts sounding messy and sloppy and all sorts of fun. The Quantum Leap comes also with two modulation settings, one that they call chorus and then one that they call flanging. I tend to think that they both sound fairly similar to one another. In this case, we're on the flanger mode. I'll show you how we can get a couple of different flanger tones out of it, as well as like an old Leslie speaker sound and then a little bit of chorus as well. So here's everything at noon right now. The second knob is going to be your modulation speed, and then your overall speed is then controlled by the left-hand knob. The third knob, however, then controls your depth. So as we play with those, you'll get to see how that interacts with the overall sound. So go ahead and change those knobs as you see fit. So there's more modulation added there now. Here's the depth coming on now. That's where it gets really, really deep. You can almost get like space alien ships sounds out of it. It also does the Leslie speaker sound really, really well, the old classic tone made famous by the Beatles. So. If I knew how to play Black Hole Sun, I would. That would be perfect for it. Next, we're going to showcase to you some of the other cool features in terms of delay. All right, so in the break, I reset the Diamond Quantum Leap to something called octave delay. What it does is it takes a sample of whatever note you happen to be playing and ramps it up an octave and 2 octaves to get these really crazy, chirpy, weird sounds that get played over top of the back end of your guitar. To access that mode, it's the same way that you would access the dotted eighth note delay, except now, instead of having dotted eighth note, you have this octave delay. So I'll start off playing something, and then we'll switch the modes halfway through, and you'll hear the kind of radical change there. Really kind of increases the level of creativity you can bring to a song. Just kind of adding a silly effect like this really opens up the Pandora's box. If you take that second knob all the way to like 5 o'clock, what you get is then a 5th delay rather than a full octave, and that gets even messier. In the hands of the right musician, Tom Morello, someone like that, you can get some really wacky sounds out of that that's really going to be awesome. So thanks for watching our videos, guys. If you like it, please hit that subscribe button. If you didn't, well, you know what you should do.